Good morning, class. I am your teacher, Mary Joice Garbin, but you can call me Teacher Joyce. I will be your teacher in General Mathematics. So before we start, can you please all stand and let us pray? In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Before we proceed, can you please check the alignment of your chairs, listen carefully, and you may now take your seat. Okay, thank you. I want you to know our 5 classroom rules. First, listen when your teacher is talking. Second, follow the direction carefully. Third, raise your right hand if you want to say something. Fourth, respect yourself and other people. And last, be safe, be honest, and be helpful. And now, I am going to check your attendance. Say present if you are here. Miss Guno? Miss Laksa? Great! All of you are present! To begin with, I want you to recall on the laws of exponent that is related to our topic.
Recall on the laws of exponent for any real numbers a and b, any positive real numbers m and n. First example, a raised to m and a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Why? Because since the base is the same, which is a, we just need to copy a, then add exponent m plus n. Then second example, a raised to 0 is equal to 1. Why? Because any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Third example, x raised to 3 and x raised to 5 is equal to x raised to 3 plus 5, and the final answer is x raised to 8. Why? Because since the base is the same, which is x, we just need to add exponent, which is 3 plus 5. Then fourth example, quantity a and b raised to n is equal to a raised to n bn. Since the exponent is n, we just need to distribute it to a and b, then the final answer is a raised to n bn. Fifth example, x raised to 4, quantity x raised to 5 is equal to x raised to 4 plus 5, then the final answer is x raised to 9. Since the base is the same, which is x, we just need to copy x, then add exponent. Okay, class, are you still following? Did you get it? Okay, great. It seems that all of you are listening.
So for today's lesson, we're going to talk about intercepts, zeros, and asymptotes of exponential function. Our objectives for this lesson is to determine the zeros and asymptotes of exponential function, find the x and y intercepts of exponential function, and last is to illustrate the asymptote of exponential function given by a graph. And the prerequisite knowledge needed for this lesson is laws of exponent, solving exponential equations, property of equality for exponential equation.
And to start our today's discussion, first, let's loosen up ourselves as we play my prepared A-games. Students, as I present my slides, I want you to remember some guidelines and directions. Are you excited for this game? Click all the characters and there are questions in every Smurf character that you need to answer for them to survive and beat the enemies and place at the safe zone. Are you ready? Please answer, Miss Noemi. What is a drawn as dashed line to which a graph gets closer as the x or y increases or decreases its value without bound? Your answer is letter B. Wrong. Try again. Your answer is letter C. Miss Noemi. Number 2. Please answer, Miss Umali. It is the value of independent variable x that will make the function equal to 0. Your answer is letter B. Correct, Miss Umali. Number 3. Mr. Fababaer. What is the points of intersection of the graph to the axis? Your answer is letter B. Wrong answer. Try again. Your answer is letter C. Correct. Number 4, please answer, Mr. Tumonton. Which are similar among f of x is equal to 2x, g of x is equal to 4x, and h of x is equal to 7x? Letter B. Correct, Mr. Tumonton. Last number. Mr. Patupat, please answer. Which is not the same for all the functions f of x is equal to 5x, g of x is equal to 5x plus 1, h of x is equal to 5x minus 2. Your answer is letter B? Correct, Mr. Tumonton. Okay, it seems that some of your classmates already know about this lesson, but there are also your classmates didn't know about this, so we're going to discuss it. Your reward for level 1. Great! Treasure Island Wonder. Okay, class, do you have any idea about exponential function? Yes, Miss Noemi, you're raising your hand. Correct. Exponential function is mathematical function in form f of x is equal to a raised to x, where x is a variable and a is a constant, which is called the base of the function, and it should be greater than 0. It is also defined by the formula f of x is equal to a raised to x, where the input variable x occurs as an exponent. The exponential curve depends on the exponential function, and it depends on the value of the x. Then, let's talk about the zeros of exponential function. It refers to the value of the independent variable x that makes the function 0. Graphically, it is the abscissa of the point intersection of the graph of the exponential function and the x-axis. Mr. Lucky, can you please read? Okay, the intercepts of an exponential function is a point at which the graph crosses the y-axis. The x value is always at 0. When you want to find the intercepts from an equation, let the y value equal to 0, then solve for x. Miss Cherry, can you please read? The asymptotes of an exponential function. Okay, it is a line that the curve approaches arbitrarily closely. It may be vertical, oblique, or horizontal. But as for this topic, we will talk about the horizontal asymptotes that is correspond to the value the curve approaches as x gets very large or very small.
To help you understand the lessons, I'll give you some examples that will help you understand the topic of intercepts, zeros, and asymptotes of exponential function.
Solve for the value of the variable that would make the equation true. First example, 2 raised to x is equal to 2 raised to 4. So since the bases are equal, which is 2, we there conclude that x is equal to 4 because the bases 2 will be cancelled. Since the x is equal to 4, then 2 raised to x is equal to 4. We there conclude that the equation is true. Okay, next example. 3 raised to 4y is equal to 3 raised to 16. Since the bases are equal, which is 3, Next, 4y is equal to 16. Since the bases are equal, which is 3, we need to cancel it. Then 4y is equal to 16 all over 4 to make it cancelled. 4 and 4 will be cancelled. So y is equal to 16 over 4. Then 16 over 4 is equal to 4. We therefore conclude the equation is true. Then for our third example, 5 raised to 6 is equal to 5 raised to x minus 2. Since the bases are equal, which is 5, it will be cancelled. So 6 is equal to x minus 2. The exponent must be equal to. Then it is equal to x is equal to 6 plus 2. For negative 2 to be cancelled, we need to add both sides plus 2. So x is equal to 6 plus 2. We therefore conclude that x is equal to 8. Fourth example, 2 raised to 4x minus 1 is equal to 8 raised to x minus 2. 2 raised to 4x minus 1 is equal to 2 raised to 3 quantity of x minus 2. Bring down 4x minus 1 is equal to 3 quantity of x minus 2. So, since the base is 2, and to make the equation same and balanced, we need to think for a number that make it balanced. So, since the cube root of 8 is 2, we therefore conclude that it is the base. So, using the distributive property, 3 times x is equal to 3x, negative 2 times 3 is equal to negative 6. So, transposing 4x minus 1 is equal to 3x minus 6. So, 3x minus 4x is equal to x. The negative 6 plus 1 is equal to negative 5. So, the final answer is x is equal to negative 5. Okay, did you get the same answer? Great! It seems that all of you are listening.
And for your activity, let me give some insights for you to answer the equation correctly. To find the zeros of an exponential function, we need to equate f of x to 0, then solve for x. And to determine the intercepts of an exponential function, the x-intercept is the graph crosses the x-axis. And to find it, we need to set y is equal to 0. And to find the y-intercept, it is the graph crosses the y-axis. And to find it, we need to set the x is equal to 0. So now, you will be having activity entitled, Hooray, Let's Answer Yay!
And for your activity entitled, Hooray, Let's Answer Yay, you need to determine the zero of the given exponential function with the given f of x is equal to 5 raised to x. Then, next, g of x is equal to 3 raised to 4x minus 3 minus 1. Then, next, find the x and y intercept of an exponential function with the given g of x is equal to 5 raised to x minus 125. Then, next, y is equal to 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 9. Since no one is still answering, we just need to check it. Solution for the activity. Letter A. F of x is equal to 5 raised to x. We just need to equate the f of x to 0, then 5 raised to x is equal to 0. Therefore, there is no 0 for f of x is equal to 5 raised to x. Next, g of x is equal to 3 raised to 4x minus 3 minus 1. Equating g of x is equal to 0, then solve for x. 3 raised to 4x minus 3 minus 1 is equal to 0. 3 raised to 4x minus 3 is equal to 1. Then, 3 raised to 4x minus 3 is equal to 3 raised to 0 because any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Then, since the base is equal, we just need to cancel it. 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then, 4x is equal to 3. For 4 to be cancelled, and to x to be remained, we just need to put 4 both sides. Then cancel 4, x is equal to 3/4. Therefore, the zero of g of x is 3/4. In letter C and D, we just need to find the x and y intercept. with the given g of x is equal to 5 raised to x minus 125. Looking for the x-intercept, we need to set the y is equal to 0. Then replace g of x with y is equal to 5 raised to x minus 125. Then let the y is equal to 0. So, 0 is equal to 5 raised to x minus 125. Then solve for x. 125 is equal to 5 raised to x. So, the cube root of 125 is 5. And to be the bases equal or the same, we just need to put 5 here. Then, since the base is equal, we just need to cancel it. Then, 3 is equal to x. Therefore, the x-intercept is 3 and 0. Then the y-intercept, we just need to set the x is equal to 0. Then replace g of x with y is equal to 5 raised to x minus 125. Let x is equal to 0. Y is equal to 5 raised to 0 minus 125. Then solve for y. Y is equal to 1 minus 125 because any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Then 1 minus 125 is equal to negative 124. The y-intercept is 0 and negative 124. In letter D, we just need to find the x and y-intercept with the given y is equal to 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 9, replacing f of x with y is equal to 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 9. Then let y is equal to 0. 0 is equal to 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 9. Then, we just need to solve for x. 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 9. 3 raised to x plus 2 is equal to 3 squared. Why? Because since the base is 3, we just need to think for a number that would make it the same. Since the square root of 9 is 3, we there conclude that it is the missing base. So, cancel 3. X plus 2 is equal to 2. Then, x is equal to 2 minus 2. X is equal to 0 because 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, the x-intercept is 0 and 0. Then, y-intercept. Set x is equal to 0. Then let x is equal to 0. Y is equal to 3 raised to 0 plus 2 minus 9. Then solve for y. Y is equal to 3 raised to 2 minus 9. Then y is equal to 9 minus 9 because 3 squared is 9 minus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore, the y-intercept is 0 and 0. Good job! All of your classmates got perfect score.
And for all of you to fully understand the topic, let me give you an activity entitled Answer Me Please.
Next activity is entitled Answer Me Please. Solve for the zero of each exponential function with the given f of x is equal to 27 raised to x minus 3. Then number 2, g of x is equal to negative 5 raised to 2 x plus 3 minus quantity 1 all over 625 raised to x plus 2. Then next, solve for y-intercepts of exponential functions. Y is equal to negative 32 quantity of 2 raised to x minus 3 plus 2. Then number 4, y is equal to quantity 1 over 2 times 1.5 raised to x plus 3 minus 0.75. There's more. I'm lost. Find me. Determine the asymptote of an exponential function. So you just need to determine the horizontal asymptote with the given g quantity of z is equal to negative 5 raised to z minus 6 plus 32. Number 6, y is equal to 3 raised to x plus 3 plus 2. Number 7, f of x is equal to negative 2 raised to x plus 3. Number 8, y plus 3 is equal to 5 raised to x plus 4. Number 9, y minus 5 is equal to negative 3 plus 7x plus 5. Number 10, g of z is equal to negative 7 raised to z minus 6 plus 5. To check if all of your answers are correct, solution for the activity. Number 1, f of x is equal to 27 raised to x minus 3. So we just need to equate f of x to 0, then solve for x. 27 raised to x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then 27 x is equal to 3. Then, since the base is 3, we just need to think for a number that would make it the same base. So, since the cube root of 27 is 3, we there conclude that it is the missing base. 3 raised to 3, x is equal to 3. Then, 3 raised to 3x minus 3 raised to 1. Then, cancel the same base which is 3. Then, bring down 3x is equal to 1 all over 3 to make it cancel. So, cancel 3, then x is equal to 1/3. Therefore, the 0 of f of x is 1/3. Then number 2, g of x is equal to negative 5 raised to 2x plus 3 minus quantity of 1 over 625 raised to x plus 2. We just need to equate it to 0, then solve for x. Negative 5 raised to 2x plus 3 is equal to 5 raised to negative 4x plus 2. Then, because the fifth root of 625 is 5, to make the base equal, then cancel the base. So, 2x plus 3 is equal to negative 4x minus 8, because using the distributive property. 2x plus 4x is equal to negative 8 minus 3, because transposing the 4x and negative 8. So, 2x plus 4x is equal to 6x. Then, negative 8 minus 3 is equal to negative 11. So, x is equal to negative 11 over 6. Therefore, the 0 of f of x is negative 11 over 6.
And the solution for number 3, y is equal to negative 32 times 2 raised to x minus 3 plus 2. Then finding the x-intercept, we just need to set the y is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to negative 32 times 2 raised to x minus 3 plus 2, then solve for x. Transposing negative 32, it will become positive 32 times 2 raised to x minus 3 plus 2. Since the base is 2, we just need to think for a number that would make it the same. Since the fifth root of 32 is 2, we there conclude that it is the other base. 2 raised to 5 plus x minus 3 is equal to 2. Since the base is 2, we just need to copy it. Then 2 plus raised to 5 plus x minus 3 is equal to 2. 2 raised to 2 plus x is equal to 2, because 5 plus x minus 3 is equal to 2 plus x. Then, since there is the exponent which is 1, we just need to cancel it. Then, bring down 2 plus x is equal to 1. X is equal to 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is equal to negative 1. Therefore, x-intercept is at negative 1 and 0. For y-intercept, we just need to set x is equal to 0. Then solve for y. Y is equal to negative 32 times 2 raised to 0 minus 3 plus 2. Then solve for y. Y is equal to 32 times 2 raised to 0 minus 3 plus 2. Then y is equal to negative 32 over 2 cubed plus 2. Remember, when you bring down the expression, negative 3 will become positive. So, y is equal to negative 32 over 8 plus 2, because 2 cubed is equal to 8. Negative 32 over 8 is equal to negative 4, copy 2. Then negative 4 plus 2 is equal to negative 2. Therefore, y-intercept is at 0 and negative 2. And for number 4, y is equal to 1 over 2 times 1.5 raised to x plus 3 minus 0.75. Finding the x-intercept, we just need to set y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0, then 0 is equal to 1 over 2, then converting decimals into fraction, 1.5 will become 3 over 2, then 0.75 will become 3 over 4. Then solve for x. Then getting the reciprocal of 1 over 2, it will become 2 over 1. Then negative 3 over 4, let us move it to other side, it will become positive. Then is it equal to 1 over 2, quantity of 3 over 2 raised to x plus 3 all over 1 over 2. To simplify it, we just need to divide 1 over 2. Then cancel 1 half. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. 1 times 4 is equal to 4. Then it will become 6 over 4. Cancel it. Bring down 3 over 2 raised to x plus 3. Then 6 over 4 is equal to 3 over 2. Since the bases are equal, which is 3 over 2, then there is exponent, which is 1. We just need to cancel it. Then copy 1 is equal to bring down x plus 3. Then let us solve for x. Then move positive 3, it will become negative 3. 1 minus 3 is equal to x. Then 1 minus 3 is equal to negative 2. Therefore, our x-intercept is at negative 2 and 0. In finding the y-intercept, we just need to set x is equal to 0. Then y is equal to 1 over 2 times 3 over 2 raised to 0 plus 3 minus 3 over 4. Then solve for y. Y is equal to 1 over 2 times 3 over 2 raised to 3 minus 3 over 4. Then bring down 1 half. Then since 3 raised to 3 is equal to 27, then 2 cubed is equal to 8. Copy negative 3 over 4. 27 times 1 is equal to 27. Then 8 times 2 is equal to 16. Bring down negative 3 over 4. Getting the LCD of 16 and 4, it is 16. 16 divided 16 is equal to 1 times 27 is equal to 27. 16 divided 4 is equal to 4 times 3 is equal to 12. So, 27 minus 12 is equal to 15 over 16. Therefore, our y-intercept is at 0 and 15 over 16. And for numbers 5 to 10, it is the solution. For this activity, it is the formula. F of x is equal to a times b raised to p times x plus h, where h is the horizontal asymptote. For number 5, g of z is equal to negative 5 raised to z minus 6 plus 32. So our horizontal asymptote for number 5 is 32. And for number 6, y is equal to 3 raised to x plus 3 plus 2. So our horizontal asymptote is 2. And for number 7, f of x is equal to negative 2 raised to x plus 3. So since there is no horizontal asymptote, we dare conclude that our horizontal asymptote is 0. Number 8, y plus 3 is equal to 5 raised to x plus 4. Then transposing positive 3, it will become negative y is equal to 5 raised to x plus 4 minus 3. Our horizontal asymptote is negative 3. And for number 9, y minus 5 is equal to negative 3 plus 7 raised to x plus 5. Transposing negative 5, it will become positive. Negative 3 plus 5 is equal to 2. So our horizontal asymptote in number 9 is 2. The number 10, for last number, g of z is equal to negative 7 raised to z minus 6 plus 5. So our horizontal asymptote for number 10 is 5. Okay, great! 80% of your classmates got perfect score.
Now, let's talk about horizontal asymptote. Miss Raisa, please read. Okay, horizontal asymptote of exponential function of the form f of x is equal to a times b raised to p times x plus h has horizontal asymptote at the line y is equal to h. If there is no h, then the horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 0. Okay, do you understand? Great! It seems that all of you are listening.
So for your group activity entitled The Boat is Sinking, group yourselves into four.
We will be having group activity entitled The Boat is Sinking, group yourselves into four. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you already have your group mates. Please determine and graph the asymptote of the following exponential function. Number 1, f of x is equal to 4 plus 5 raised to x. Number 2, f of x is equal to 10 raised to x. Number 3, f of x is equal to 6 raised to x plus 5. Then number 4, f of x is equal to 2 raised to x. Then number 5, f of x is equal to 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 6. Okay, after you answer this group activity, we're going to check this. After that. Okay, it seems that all of you already answered this. We're going to check it now. Solution for group activity in number 1. F of x is equal to 4 plus 5 raised to x. Our formula for this horizontal asymptote is f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote. We there conclude that 4 is the horizontal asymptote in number 1. So the graph for number 1 should be like this, which means that the asymptote is in horizontal line, which passes through the y-axis that it is in number 4. Solution for group activity in number 2. F of x is equal to 10 raised to x. Our formula for horizontal asymptote is f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote. So we there conclude that there is no horizontal asymptote, which means the horizontal asymptote in number 2 is 0. And the graph for number 2 should be like this, which means that the asymptote is in horizontal line, which passes through the y-axis that it is in 0. So our given in number 3 is f of x is equal to 6 raised to x plus 5. Our formula for this is f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote. We there conclude that 5 is the horizontal asymptote in number 3. And the graph for number 3 should be like this, which means that the asymptote it is in horizontal line, which passes through the y-axis, that it is in number 5. Our given in number 4 is f of x is equal to 2 raised to x, where the formula is f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote. So, as we can see, there is no horizontal asymptote. We there conclude that the horizontal asymptote in number 4 is 0. For number 4 should be like this, which means that the asymptote is in horizontal line, which passes through the x-axis at 0. Last number, number 5, f of x is equal to 3 raised to x plus 2 minus 6. And our formula for this horizontal asymptote is f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote. We there conclude that negative 6 is the horizontal asymptote. And for last number, the graph should be like this, which means that the asymptote is in horizontal line, which passes through the y-axis at negative 6.
To adapt your learnings and knowledge in daily life, let's try this activity entitled Choose Me or Lose Me.
And for your activity entitled Choose Me or Lose Me, choose your partner and answer the word problem given. The number of positive cases of COVID-19 is increasing in your campus. So as a student in your school, you need to find the number of persons who encounter those positive in COVID-19 by applying the zeros of exponential function y is equal to 15 raised to x minus 1. Present some solutions and proving for your final answer. So since that all of you already finished answering this activity, it is the solution for your activity. To find the zero of the function, equate it to 0 and solve for x. Y is equal to 15 raised to x minus 1. So y is equal to 15 raised to x minus 1 equal to 0. Then bring down 15x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then, transposing negative 1, it will become positive. 15 raised to x is equal to 1. Since any number raised to 0 is equal to 1, we there conclude that the other base is 15. Then cancel 15, x is equal to 0. Therefore, there is no person who encountered those positive in COVID-19 in your campus. Great! All of you answered it correctly.
And now, I am giving you the floor to share your thoughts. The activity entitled Like, Comment, and Share. Number 1. How do you find the intercepts, zeros, and asymptotes of an exponential function? Give some guidelines for locating the best solution. Number 2. What should you think first when determining the asymptotes of an exponential function?
In number 1, yes, Miss Jaisel, you're raising your hand. Correct. To find the intercepts and zeros of exponential function with ease, we need to consider first the steps and the formula. So for zeros, we need to equate f of x to 0, then solve for x. Then for x and y intercepts, vice versa, for x, we just need to set y is equal to 0, then for y, set x is equal to 0. Then in number 2, yes, Mr. Nico, you're raising your hand. Very good. In determining the asymptotes of exponential function, we need to consider the formula and step, which is f of x is equal to a times b raised to x minus c plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote. And to evaluate your learnings, get 1/4 sheet of paper and answer this quiz. The direction for this quiz is you need to choose the letter of the correct answer. And after that, we're going to check it. You don't need to exchange your paper with your classmate because you're going to check it. Be honest. Number 1. What is the horizontal asymptote of y is equal to 3 raised to x plus 3 plus 2? Keep quiet. Just answer the number 1. Okay, time's up. What is your answer, Mr. Fababaer, in number 1? Letter B? Correct. Number 2. Solve for the zero exponential function. Set the function is equal to 0, then solve for x. The given is f of x is equal to 27x minus 3. Okay, just answer number 2. Time's up. Miss Herodias, what is your answer? Letter A? Correct. Number 3. Solve for the x-intercept and set y is equal to 0 of h of x is equal to 5 raised to x minus 125. Then what is the x-intercept of this function? Keep quiet. Just answer number 3. Time's up. What is your answer in number 3, Mr. Tumonton? Letter C? Answer. Letter B. Wrong answer. Letter A. Number 4. In relation to number 8, what is the y-intercept of g of x is equal to 5 raised to x minus 125? Time's up. What is your answer, Miss Umali? Letter C? Wrong answer. Letter B. Last number for your quiz. Solve for the zero exponential equation. Set the function is equal to 0, then solve for x. The given is f of x is equal to 3 raised to 4x minus 3 minus 1. Last number. Please answer. Okay, let's check. Miss Noemi, what is your answer in number 5? Letter B? Okay. It seems that 80% of your classmates answer it correctly. Very good.
And for your assignment in relation to the next topic,
Assignment. Define the following terms: exponential functions, exponential equations, exponential inequalities. And for number 2, you just need to search from the internet on how can you easily solve problems involving exponential functions, equations, and inequalities in real life.
do you have clarifications or questions? Great! It seems that you fully understand the lesson. That concludes our video discussion for today. I hope that you learned from our topic, which is intercepts, zeros, and asymptotes of exponential function. I'm glad that all of you participate and learn something from me, from yourselves, together with your classmates. Always remember, in determining the zeros of exponential function, we just need to equate f of x to 0, then solve for x. And for y-intercept, we just need to set x is equal to 0. And for x-intercept, we just need to set y is equal to 0. And for horizontal asymptote, we just need to consider the formula, which is f of x is equal to a times b raised to p of x plus d, where d is the horizontal asymptote. But if there is no horizontal asymptote, we there conclude that there is no horizontal asymptote, which is 0. This is your teacher Joyce. Goodbye and thank you.